Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
It felt wrong to not have Ryan Reynolds' face there, especially considering like the episode is called Project Fail Scary.
It's fitting, and I think it's right.
It is right. It's goddamn Ryan Gosling. Like best actor? No. Fun actor? Oh yeah,
absolutely,
1000%.
Generational talent? Perhaps not. However, impressive and will always be remembered by millennials? Absolutely.
Always, especially for those beautiful, beautiful teeth.
Oh, yeah. I was going to go all the way back to Murder by the Numbers when he was making the cover of National Enquirer for banging Sandra Bullock.
Oh, my God. That's right. He did date Sandra Bullock. I remember them. I was working at the movie theater when that movie came out. Oh,
yeah, buddy.
That had to be 26 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2000.
Because it was the other guy from
not Brad Renfro.
Walk Empire. No, Brad Renfro. Murder by Numbers, 2002. Okay, so yowzers. Yep. Michael Pitt. Yeah, he was from
Michael Pitt. That was it.
Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, this was not a great movie.
No, I give it a solid 4.
But whatever. Good for you, Ryan Gosling. But he's all in love with this girl, Eva
Mendes. He's got Eva Mendes.
He's
got Eva Mendes. I remember they were like, "Hey, look, for a place among the pines, we're gonna ugly you up. Like, please." It takes a lot.
Tattoos uglied him up. Okay, I know plenty of people.
It was supposed to ugly up Eva Mendes too, and it did nothing. I was like, "This is pathetic. That's your version of ugly. How dare you?"
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to the guys the other day, and I didn't realize that movie was filmed in Schenectady up by them.
Oh,
and I was like, and Eva Mendes lives there. I was like, it just doesn't feel like it is. I don't feel like an Eva Mendes or someone who looks like her, or someone who looks like Ryan Gosling, or someone who looks like Bradley Cooper are gonna like live where we all live, like the normies.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't think that. Well, you got to remember, there's pockets within those normie societies where they've made their own little homes.
Got to hold them up, you know.
Michael J. Fox is up in my old neck of the woods in Connecticut. He's
originally Canadian. I don't know. So he grew up I don't know when he moved here.
I don't know either. But I know he's been living in Cornwall since when I was in middle school. So he's been.
Oh, he was a star then.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant he
started there. No. He decided to go there.
I get it though. I mean, it's Connecticut. It's
beautiful.
It's a lot of things. Beautiful is one of them.
It is, unless you go to Hartford, which we've experienced, which is a little less beautiful, but all the pink shorts you can imagine.
The home of all of the lawyers who voted for Donald Trump.
Bro, my favorite of that entirety was still the way that you were just so blown away. You guys, everybody, even some of the renegade pigs we were up there with, all you guys were looking at what I was wearing. And then you looked at every single person that came in and you were like, we get it now. We understand, Casey, and what you wear. I'm like, yeah.
You told me farm. I didn't realize you were lying and meant boat. It's the schooner.
Same thing as a boat.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's apt timing. All I said was Easter Bunny and Menlo Park Mall is more convincing. He jumped the ropes. Oh, Easter is coming. It's a Holy Week next week. And I think, unless Easter's this Sunday.
No, it's this Sunday.
I'm not counting from Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
Those days are done for me.
I don't remember. Normally, I used to keep track because we would do Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras back in the day, and we'd go nuts and, do everything to the nth degree. And then my buddy, Matt and Mikey, we both got into doing 30 days of Lent. Give something up for 30 days. And so it became a challenge. We got really good. Yeah, now I've given up giving up because I realize I'm not a quitter.
Well, it's funny because give up smoking, because every time you smoke something, I feel like Dustin from season 5 of fucking Stranger Things. I'm like, don't know how you die.
Okay, well, maybe I want you to hold me like Eddie. Maybe that's what I'm waiting
for. I don't want to do that. That's a different. I don't want to go that route. No, that's what happens if you don't listen to me cry.
Oh, that's fair. Don't worry, I got the preview when someone hit me with a van.
Already had a friend who died. You're now the Steve Harrington.
No, shoot.
I win. I win by TV character.
Wait, are you Dustin or Jonathan?
Fucking Dustin?
Okay.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Well, you're way prettier than that. Jonathan isn't pretty.
Yeah, but he's English too, so it's
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, anybody who has an accent, I'm immediately a sucker for.
You know what? I'm working on Peaky Blinders right now, so the British aren't my favorite.
I can understand that. There's a lot of dialects in there. I was listening to Matthew Reese the other day. He did this post he put up on the old Instas. And this is Matthew Reese from The Americans. Great actor. Love him. Phenomenal.
He was good as, just so people know, Perry Mason as well.
Oh, awesome. Good to know. Because I love the guy, so I always try to support him. He's one of those actors who I think is he's a better actor than the roles he gets. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So, yeah. But I was watching this bit he did. And he's talking about, well, you probably wonder who I am and what I sound like, what I actually speak like. And he's doing all of his accents. And he's like, I'm actually Welsh. And then he goes into a full Welsh tirade using Welsh diction and words. And I'm like, oh, man, I want to go there. I want to go to Wales so bad, but I will be completely lost.
Wales is the Connecticut of England. And that's saying something.
Well, that way I'll been to Connecticut in New England, where I grew up, and go visit Connecticut in old England.
Do you want to get on a plane right now?
Oh, this is 20 years down the line, buddy.
Listen, I don't know where we're going, so I'm not planning.
My hope is in 20 years, teleporters or transporters of some sort, or we'll have Mach 7 planes. The whole thing is whatever's happening right now in the crazy turmoil and nutso-ness of the world, whatever we come out as, we're going to be better as a society moving forward. It just may take a minute.
Oh yeah, you got to go
there, you know. Yeah,
always darkest before the dawn. That's a true statement.
Amen to that.
I've said this plenty of times. I'm not getting into the political side of things. I do have a movie thing to bring up, but not getting into the political side of things. But just wanted to say, like, to agree with you, you're gonna go through dark times. You have to go through dark times to realize that things were dark when we weren't paying attention. You know, we needed to learn what the last war was all about.
Mm-hmm.
We needed to learn about everything that was going, we needed more people to learn that Reagan was a piece of shit. Nixon was a piece of shit. Bush was a piece of shit.
I mean, a lot of them did some really messed up stuff, man, and put us behind and had us living in a different position. I think it's part of seeing that kind of class society versus what do we actually hold as valuable and important. And I think we're about to start having really great conversations across the board about what's really important.
So, how about protecting kids first and foremost?
Well, protecting kids, fuels, where are we going, trips, traveling, who are we making our connections with? There's a lot of just societal things that are going to start coming out of this. And I'm excited to see that.
We need a federation.
I was getting ready to do next, because
federation.
How did we get the federation? World War III.
Well, first
had to have
World War III, and no, first the eugenics war.
Well, yes. So we're probably
and then World War III, and then nuclear holocaust. I don't want to go that route. Let's just get to this point where we're all a federation.
I think there's a lot of us who agree with that. I think there's an understanding that would be pretty dope. And I think we are steadily approaching that. I have hope. But I always do. I'm an idiot. I'm a hopeless romantic, and I always have hope. I always try to believe in the best of people. You know me.
I look at it this way. You know why how people are always freaking out, like this second presidency, and they're like, "Oh, the purge is coming. The purge is coming." Do you realize why the purge is not real?
Because murder bad?
No, that is not why it's not real. If anything, that makes it seem real in this country. It's not real because it's predicated on the idea that if we were allowed to break the law, we would immediately turn on each other.
Well, yeah.
I never believed that.
No,
and I'm not saying there wouldn't be crime, but if you tell everyone in this country who's been pissed off for 26 years that they can just break the law, I don't care who you're sending out in their masks and all this other stuff. We're burning this shit to the ground first night. This whole thing is done. It's like, well, that didn't work well.
I would go in with the intent of being like, I'm going to join this mob and we're going to absolutely, strike it against the man. Why are you getting near the museum? Stay away from the museum. Everyone out of the museum. And I become like the defender of the museum.
like if we did a purge, I feel like it would make 5 years ago look like what they say, a fucking carnival.
Yeah.
A peaceful moment. Like, because it's not going to stop there.
Nah, never.
And it's going to be the people. This is what they don't realize is go ahead and start the purge. You're getting the French Revolution.
Yeah.
And there's no Napoleon who's going to teach us not to.
But here's the issue too, is then we're going to open it up. You give us the purge and we're not going to stop, because once you topple it and once you burn it, you're going to go, that's really pretty. You know what I'd like to do? Ignite the sky and just keep going, baby. Like, I mean, why stop there? Vive la France. Let's go.
Yeah. I feel like as Americans, though, we're a lot more clear-headed in our thinking.
In our violence. We're very clear in our violence.
No purge, federation. That's what
Federation.
we need.
That's where we're going.
But nobody's going to know that anymore because Star Trek's gone.
Which is incredibly disheartening at this point. There's about to be no new Star Trek in production.
Yep.
I
actually am okay with it. I would rather Star Trek go away for 5, 6, 7, 8 years than be corrupted.
Okay, look, there's issues with this because of where it stands, where it lies. Star Trek is fundamentally at its core, it is what an ideal utopia would be. Because we as humanity have come so far past what we've done behind us. We have no more wars, no more infighting. We're working together as a planet to work with other planets and then continue to grow and explore and discover. And we've created a society post-scarcity where we can actually embrace the best parts of ourselves, and what we desire and long to do is available to us. We're no longer fighting and clawing and scratching for mere dollars, to just try to scrape together a life and try to one up one another with these things. They won't matter anymore. And we can actually go spend time doing what we love and what we want to do.
Agreed.
So once we reach that point, there's that's fundamentally what it is at its core, though. That's what Star Trek is. It's where do we go when we figure our shit out? And that's kind of the situation that I feel like we could be approaching now from a political world current standpoint. However, to not have Star Trek around sucks. It's fun. It's entertaining. It is the idea of the best of us. It is the lofty goals. It is trying to set ourselves apart and above and trying to be our best selves. And that, when that's not around, I feel like we're not great. There are struggles. It's good to have that. Now there's plenty of Star Trek that's already existed now. So we have a lot. We don't need a lot more right now. If they want to give us a movie here and there, sure. We've gone through the droughts. We've gone through the dark times. I mean, Enterprise into nothingness for a while.
Not until the movies came out.
Exactly. So that was a big stretch. So I think, this is okay. But it's currently owned by Paramount. We need to not have it owned by Paramount Skydance. See if it can get on a different platform. Fundamentally, what Star Trek as a show is and what the showrunners and the fandom want it to continue to be is not the kind of programming that company is currently putting out or looking to put out. So it's kind of weird, man.
I agree. And it's just sad to see it go because we love Star Trek here. We talk about it often. And I think I'd rather it be gone, which I know they're going to do stuff with it anyway because they want it to be less woke. And it's like, what are you fucking talking?
It's the most woke. It's literally.
It doesn't work not woke.
It talks about breaking down the very society we're living in right now.
Yeah.
There are so many ship in a bottle episodes or just bottle episodes where it literally talks about, oh, that's funny because you're from the past and we don't have money anymore. We don't live this way anymore. Here's the Bell riots. Here's when in DS9, when they go back to San Francisco where it's the slums, there's so many, like it's just a complete takedown of what we currently are living in that is being ramped up, by the way. So it's always nuts for me when we get into this.
If you remember, Khan was a competent, effective dictator tyrant.
Yes, he was. He was amazing at it.
Yeah, he was not a stupid orange moron.
No,
he actually achieved it, and he was still wrong and lost.
Yeah, because he was
Fox News host who had bombs, man.
No, he was charming.
Yeah.
He
He was charming. He could have gotten my pants.
Absolutely. I would have totally banged Con. Are you kidding me?
Ricardo Montalban.
No, gee. With that only with the chest plate, though. You'd have to.
Yeah, he did not live up to the first episode. Oh man, I love it though. That we have so much, and I'm willing to wait. But here's the thing: we've seen so many shows that get corrupted over time. They reset though. Look at Doctor Who. Disney took it over and royally fucked it up.
Yeah, they beat it with a stick, man. They just smashed it.
You know, I get the idea, the agenda, the woke idea behind it. Like, I don't feel like everything needs to be. I never felt like they needed to make Doctor Who more woke.
Yeah, it's already pretty wide out there, man.
Like I think that's the thing where stupid people get caught up. They're like, oh, they're trying to make it more woke. No, they're dumbing down the wokeness for you because you're not getting it. If you just watch like Star Trek or Doctor Who, even Star Wars to an extent, some things, they're very woke throughout the entirety of it. And they have very clear messages. Most of the things we do, Lord of the Rings, all of it, any of those books, they all have those messages, but they realized they weren't getting through to you dullards. So they tried to like ease it up a little bit. And you guys got like super mad, like they're finally adding woke. No, you just didn't understand.
I think
love
it's
being able to say that.
I think it's funny because it's true with so much of it. I mean, Star Wars is the ultimate punk rock. We're cheering for the rebellion, which is going against the most powerful force in the universe. You know what I mean? So it's like those correlations always blow my mind. Like, what movie are you watching? What television show are you taking in? Like, what do you? How are you seeing this? Do you think you're on the side of the orcs and the Urukai and those of the steel and destroy the land and crush nature? Drive out farmers, remove people from their take away natural resources, strip the land. Like, those are all the bad things.
Yep.
And yet somehow that's what we're proliferating currently. And such a large group of people clamoring for success. It's like you literally sound like orcs.
They do. Yeah, for sure. 100%. And even like the plastic face lady who's hiding certain files came out and said something about like living here being a citizen is a privilege, not a right. And I saw that and I was like, stupid. I realize you never read a fucking book.
Those are hard.
I know.
I want a book.
It's a book. Why would I read the book? I mean, the Constitution's like a 20-minute read. It's very simple. It's not hard at all. You're just too stupid to understand the words.
Oh, you have 20 minutes?
Fucking blonde-haired Skeletor reading the Constitution would be just a funny YouTube video. I don't know. The Dow is up to... Oh, sorry. I don't know what the Dow's up to. I'm not very good at it. Anyway... Don't fuck with my Trek is really what the message is.
Let's get back on track. And
I like it. It's very good. But I digested that one well.
I love Star Trek and I love what we've had. Am I excited to see the Kurtzman era end? Yes and no. It's been mixed. Discovery took a little while to find its feet. And I think when it finally did, it got so good that it made the previous stuff better for me.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons.
Oh my gosh, you're destroying yourself for not seeing 3, 4, and 5. They're brilliant.
I made a deal a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Yep.
To watch them in order.
Yep. You're still watching them in order.
I am. I'm on the movies now.
See, there you go.
But
it's phenomenal. So the fact that Kurtzman did that was great. We obviously Strange New Worlds was a revelation for us old Trek fans. It gave us next gen fans everything we wanted in season 1. And traditional classic fans, but then at season 2, it got goofy because it could, it got a little more fun. There were more light episodes, which is different when you have a 23 season series versus, 10 season series. You feel it. It's all much more impactful. So I still enjoyed it thoroughly. It was great. It's damn near perfection in my opinion.
I'd argue it's probably one of the better old school, and I realize we can catch shit from the original series, which I love, but I think it's better than the original.
I think the original is one of those magical historical points where you can't go back and safely compare it.
Don't give a safe answer. No safe answers here. Strange.
I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair to do that because am I going to go back and watch the original series ever again? Absolutely not. Am I going to go?
You got problems, sir, because every episode's a banger. I'll
go back to the 10 episodes I love that I want to see, and then I'll watch Wrath of Khan and I'll watch Search for Spock because I love those two movies, and that's pretty much what I'm going to watch of the original. Oh, and 6 because Hamlet Klingon is the best.
Shakespeare, yeah. I mean, Jesus. You know what my problem with 3 is? I'm glad it exists because I needed Nimoy and Spock back.
Yes,
but it undoes everything from 2 that is important to me. Everything. In fact, it doesn't just undo everything that happened in 2. It undoes the philosophy of the second one.
Exactly.
The whole point.
The sacrificing, the one
losing
for the many,
understanding loss. Yeah. Like, oh my God. And it's like, and then on top of it, they like gave us 3, and then like 20, 25, 700 years later, they gave us fucking Into Darkness.
Yeah.
And you're like, why are you reversing it?
Why'd you do it the other way? I don't understand. It doesn't feel as impactful.
No, not at all. Like, I loved it. Anyway.
But those are wonderful. And the fact that we have those, with Strange New Worlds has been great. I think I can confidently say Lower Decks is the greatest Star Trek that has ever been put on film. It is my all-time favorite.
Really?
Absolutely. It pays homage and does everything perfectly to love and respect in the first season, just kind of mocking and playing and poking fun at what we love as Star Trek.
Yeah.
And then it turns around, and by season 3, you're like, well, now I want to see these characters progress. What are their careers going to be? They are a legitimate crew. They grow from being what's supposed to be like a Family Guy-esque, silly, funny kind of thing. And they become a crew we want to see succeed and grow and get promoted and move forward. Like, they become a crew. So the Cerritos is real. Yeah. In the extended universe, this is a real thing.
What did you think about the live action duo showing up in Strange New Worlds? Fun?
Yeah, those old scientists, great episode. Absolutely love that. The fact that we get Jack Quaid and Tawny Newsome, I think it was funny that they had tried like in the first season of Lower Decks, they're almost the same height, but in real life, Jack Quaid is almost a foot taller than Tawny Newsome, if not more. So it's hilarious how that had to progress and change a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful. I mean, when he throws his leg over the saddle with the Riker. And knowing that Jonathan Frakes was directing that episode and just busted out laughing, like that he ruined the take because he busted out laughing. It's so great.
It's so great. Like, that was such a fun episode. Like, but I mean, that's the thing. Star Trek will come back. We can never lose these things because that are so special and have been around for so long, because I think we crave those things. We crave that better look at life, or the hero that actually is doing more good. We may live in a different world where we're darker at times, things like that, but these shows show us who we are. Like, even like when you watch like an Andor, you watch Andor and it's very, it's very visceral at times and hard, but there's so much, like, it's built around hope.
Right.
It's inspiring as fuck. But then the beauty of it is you can jump into Rebels. You can jump into The Mandalorian. You can jump into the Holy Trilogy. And the hope is still there, but the tone changes. So you can, you don't have to, and it is very much like living. It's like what the world would look like. There's going to be good times. There's going to be bad times. It's going to be this. It's going to be darker over here, but it might be a little lighter over here. Yeah. We're all killing aliens.
All on our boot heel. That's how we roll, man. Boot heeling them all. I mean, that's the thing with Star Wars. Star Wars is just darker. It's a darker world. It's dealing with darker tones, doing it in a darker way, and I love that. Star Trek is always, to me, the hopeful. We're going to try to be better, and obviously Picard. That's where I go with it, because Picard is that version of us that wants the diplomacy, that believes in diplomacy. There's a younger version in Riker that is showing you the hot-headed energy. We still want to move forward and jump at it, and, shoot your phasers and let's go. But then you also have the Picard as we're growing into it, and now a man of my 40s, I completely understand Picard and coming from it from different angles, trying to be more relate to other people, to try to get on their level, to try to get outside of myself. I think those were great qualities that we get from Star Trek and different characters and captains and all of that.
Yeah.
I think, Cisco gives us a different version with DS9. That's a classic we can go back to 1,000 times. It may be the better of all of them to go revisit. Honestly.
Yeah, I get annoyed in conversations when some people like you can't, and I'm not easily annoyed.
What?
Yeah.
Not you. A stone.
They a lot of people complain about like why was Cisco this, why was Janeway like this. Even like Picard gets a bad rap for somebody who wasn't a thinker, kind of like storms the castle. Whereas like he was always constantly trying to think his way out.
Always. I mean, Kirk did too. Kirk thought a lot more than Kirk people give him credit for.
Yeah. And in fact, like, and sometimes like told them what to do. Like his Spock, who was supposed to be the most logical one. I love that aspect of that. But then you go to Cisco, it's like he's not going anywhere. He's not a captain of a starship, and it's basically he's got to hold this point in the worst part of the galaxy. And like he was the guy to like. Picard could never do that.
No, that wasn't Picard's thing. Picard is an explorer. And that's one thing I love is when you get to know these characters throughout hundreds of episodes, you get to understand that they're like, he's an explorer at heart. Cisco is a diplomat at heart. He's an ambassador. That's what he always does exceptionally well, but he's also willing to shoot you first. Picard might overthink that, you know what I mean? But Cisco's just going to kill you.
Cisco's going to commit genocide if you don't listen.
I mean, if necessary, Janeway will absolutely kill you. She's the most deadly of them all. Like whenever
he fires first and then comes into the question.
Every time. Like when people are like, well, Janeway's just a chick, so why would I want to watch her? I'm like, she was the meanest captain, guys. She was brutal. She
kept an ensign for 7 years.
Yeah. That was legitimately supposed to show her as a captain. That wasn't supposed to say that Ensign Harry Kim sucked because, I mean, he was pretty good. He helped keep them alive. Yeah. And I think he died once or twice and came back. Not quite like Tuvix, but
You're going to have to wait on that one until we get back home. Don't worry. Be fine, Harry. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Harry, look, you're definitely going to get like a pip and a half from being out here, I'm sure. I can't do that here because I don't have that power. Meanwhile, she's like, hey, B'Elanna Torres, great job on that engine upgrade. Here's a pip. I'm pretty sure she upgraded a couple people. She definitely promoted a few out there.
Oh, 1,000%. I bet everybody got promoted on
Paris.
That goddamn ship.
I'm pretty sure Paris even got freaking promoted, like on the show. Yeah. That's so messed up.
It's so and you know what would be even funnier is if as she's pinning on his things on him, she's just looking at Harry like it's just so mean. It's why are we doing this to him? That's your level of dictatorship you get there.
Yeah,
like that's your authoritarianism is like
pure authoritarianism.
Promotion.
Yeah,
you can't do shit about it. Or
that's their version of it. So you have her, then you come around and you have Pike with Anson Mount, who's great. I love Pike. What do you think about Pike?
Great. Pike is awesome. I've always liked every iteration of Pike, even the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
who didn't say shit.
He didn't do much. As beat, I believe.
Yeah, it was just. But hey, listen, he told his old stories. I like Jeffrey Hunter though. I liked him in The Searchers, so I'll take him in my Star Trek for an episode or two.
Hey, he was good, man. He was absolutely good.
Anson Mount though,
Anson Mount, special.
Oh yeah. He might be the best captain.
It's been hard for me to put someone above him as much as I love Picard and I love Kirk and those two back and forth. I mean, Picard always edges Kirk for me. Cisco is my wild card because I do love Cisco. Janeway's wonderful, but she was so brutal that I'm like, that's not my style. That's not who I would want to be. Anson Mount is exactly who I would want to be. Although I do love that they show the fact that Kirk had more of the aggressive nature versus, the ultimate diplomat in Pike, because that's really what he is. He is the Boy Scout, the ultimate diplomat in Star Trek. So Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's too much for me. Picard being kind of a hothead once in a while works. Saves
Yeah,
lives.
that's true. You can be a real asshole sometimes. Especially
Yeah.
with I will say, I think the best captain ever in Star Trek is Captain Jellicoe. He's the greatest of all time. The man knew how to run a starship. He could break it up into 4 shifts, and it works. They might get tired, but whatever, babies. That was my favorite. It was like, he has us running around the clock in 4 shifts. I'm like, do you know how many hours in a day it is there?
Right? You're doing okay with those.
4 shifts? Like, there are businesses trying to cut down to 1 shift.
Yeah.
And get away with what they can. Like, you went from 3 to 4, and that was too much?
And he did make, Counselor Troy stop wearing dresses and get in uniform.
I mean, that was the 2 episodes for me where it was like, it made me disgusted with Riker a little bit.
Riker actually fails in his job in that episode, or in that 2-parter. What Chain of Command is what that one is.
Yeah,
really good, great ones.
He's hissy fitting the whole time.
Well, because he's whiny. He wants his space daddy. Space daddy isn't there, and he's like, "This is bullshit."
Well, not just that. I felt like he wanted to be the captain, but we always heard that Riker is a great, commander in a sense. Yeah. Like, he always came up, like, he listened. He was always loyal. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did a whole episode where, like, he wasn't sure whether to be loyal to his first captain or Picard, and that was a very big deal because he's like duty and service. Mm-hmm. And then Jellicoe shows up, changes a few things. Let's be realistic. He changed a few things because he knew how to deal with the problem better than anyone.
Right, especially with what they were dealing with. That's the other thing is Riker still wasn't big picturing at that point.
No, then he smugly made him like ask nicely if he'll pilot.
Yeah,
in his robe, nonetheless. Like, you piece, like, and listen, I love Riker and I love Jonathan Frakes. Don't get me wrong.
He's amazing. Yeah,
but like, if we ever talk to him again, I have to ask him, like, do you think Riker was a piece of shit in those 2 episodes? Because I do.
I want to know how he played it. I really want to know what his thought process was. Gosh, can we interview him again? I just need to know.
I know, right?
What is he thinking? What direction is he coming at? Is it jealous? Is it whiny? Is it bitter because he didn't get the temporary command? Like, what's going on?
But it still makes no fucking sense. Like, they were using the ship for a diplomatic purpose with the Cardassians. So what are you mad about? They're bringing a captain on board who knows how to deal with the Cardassians. He's
dealt with them. Yes.
He's dealt with them. So it makes sense. They're going to pull him in as the captain. He's going to make the changes that will work within this and be ready. And for some reason, Riker's like, I'm not getting on board with this. And it's like, what? And they have one bitchy Geordie session. Don't even get me started on him. Where he's like, we're working around the clock. I know you don't have eyes. Calm down.
I have to say, whatever they did there was weird. Like, the way they kind of made the whole crew like fight against Jellicoe a little bit. It's like, guys, I get it. It's change, but this is literally the military. This is part of what you have to do sometimes. You've had it good. And it kind of shows that change that people aren't used to going through because of how ingrained they are into the Enterprise as a home. Yeah. It's different than a lot of other ships because you hear people bouncing around from a lot of other ships. Not on the Enterprise. Enterprise, they stayed tight. Voyager only stayed as tight as they did because they were in the Delta Quadrant. Yeah. They were in the wrong part of space. They let someone drive who shouldn't have driven and went to the wrong place.
No, don't do that.
No.
So I do want to ask
but the fact that everyone right now listening is thinking something tells you a lot about who you are.
In fairness, I'm thinking it because that's an old joke.
It is an old joke. It's an ancient joke.
But no. Even for that show, even for Voyager, like that's always been one that I think you were the first one to say it to me. I was like, oh shit, that's true. Yeah. I'm not repeating.
Well, we'll never repeat it. But now everyone will think it.
But you, in fairness to you, you told me not as a joke. You told me you were like, this is the old joke. Mm-hmm. But you guys go figure it out for yourselves. With that, what's something before we move on? What's something you think will help Star Trek in this time? maybe keep it alive?
Okay.
Or for the future?
That's an awesome question. I think what it needs is fans. I think what it needs is everybody who truly loves it to continue to support it. I think it's one of those deals where right now things are going to get tight. We're going to all start having to question, like, what's, as I stated earlier, what's really important. What do we want to spend money on? Because, things are going to go up and things are continuing to go up. So there's going to be a lot of budgeting and a lot of considerations that have to be made. I think we need someone on the inside to get it out of Paramount. I think we need Rod Roddenberry to decide to try to do the right thing and do what his dad Gene really would have wanted, which is to get that away from there, whether it can be through an Akiva Goldsmith or whoever else is attached to the show who could potentially move it. I think it needs to kind of find a new home, I think it's a big thing. I think acquiescing to any request from a studio is going to hurt the product. And I think we're all going to recognize it. We're all going to see it pretty quick if it goes the wrong way. Yeah. If it starts to take tones that are outside of what Star Trek is. Discovery is fantastic. I love Michael Burnham. I mean, Sonequa Martin Green is just a delightful actress. She's so good with everything she puts on screen. To see her be a captain and be an amazing captain, by the way, which, buddy, when you get there, she is honestly one of my favorite captains. She's top 3 for me. She was that good. And the episodes are awesome. They're much more action-y. I just got into Starfleet Academy. Very action-y. The thing is, we need something that grips the new age too, because I know I look at my kid, I try to watch Next Gen with her and she's like, this is boring. And I'm like, oh God, it's just a dagger to the heart every time. I stop bringing it up. Like, we're not doing this, but she's fallen in love with Discovery. She loves Michael Burnham. Michael Burnham is her captain. And the fact that she has a captain could not make me happier. So sometimes it's remembering that all of these things aren't for us. They're being made for a younger generation, different generation, new set of eyes, new thoughts. And it's coming together great. We can't lose that core writer, that group that has been putting these things together. We have to somehow continue to keep the group together. And the tightness and bonds that were shared between Next Gen, DS9, and Voyager, that whole group, and Enterprise as well, really all of them. The actors, the writers, the producers, they all kept that. Rick Berman for so long driving that forward. That's what Star Trek requires. A John Frakes who's going to just continue to push it forward. Brent Spiner doing great things. Geordi, here's my thing though. LeVar Burton is just kind of a wonder human being. He's elevated to that level of Steve Irwin, to Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
So he's already got his own thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, like, I know any future that it has, it's probably going to have to move. It's going to have to become its own thing in a weird way. Like, it's going to have to go somewhere where somebody's going to be like, we know you're going to do what you're going to do. Don't get crazy. And the runners always knew how to be like that. Mm-hmm. If they're not going to do anything new or they're going to screw it up where it is, I hope Seth MacFarlane continues the Orville. In the Orville world, to kind of keep the hope of Star Trek alive, or at least the spirit. That would be cool if he could run it, maybe at Universal or something. That could be a really, really interesting way to go. Yeah, because I know he would take it seriously. Like, it wouldn't, like, the Orville was meant to be a comedy, but even then it became more serious over time when he realized he could get away with being more like Star Trek than being like Family Guy.
And that's what really happened with a lot of those shows. And that's what's happened with, Lower Decks. All of the shows kind of evolve. Yeah. Everything wants to be better. If you attach Star Trek to it, they all get better. Enterprise is the only thing that I've ever seen that was Star Trek that declined at its end.
No way, man. That last season was like a prequel to The Expanse. I'm good.
Interesting tie-in, but yeah, I can see it.
I mean, it works. In theory.
In theory. I mean, but you think about with Enterprise, you had everyone growing, you had the relationships growing, you had each individual they were evolving and becoming better. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, it just stopped. And there was like some characters devolved and they went backwards. And I was like, what are we doing here? And know that was just the way the showrunner shifted and the way things kind of changed. There was a different tone to it. I didn't love it. It's probably the only Star Trek property I can honestly say I'm like, I don't know that I'll ever go back and watch it in its entirety again. However, There are a few episodes I will forever watch because it's still Star Trek. It's good.
Yeah. There's definitely some episodes I would revisit,
Mhm.
and there's characters I really enjoyed on that show.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I agree with you. Also, it's somehow the least woke show, and it blows up Florida. So
yeah,
I don't even think they understood it.
No, it's pretty impressive. Poor Trip.
Burned right a hole in. Oh my God, my family's gone.
My family. My family.
Dude, I hate to break it to you. Lots of families are gone. They fired a big ray of light at you.
It didn't go great.
Didn't go great. I'll tell you, with all the Star Trek talk, and like, it's sad to see that what it might turn into, or this, that, and the other thing. But we did get some good news. We lost Buffy. We lost Star Trek Academy.
Man, losing Buffy was bad. Star Trek Academy at least we'll have one more season because it is a good show.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. But it looks like our buddies of the brown coat are coming back in Firefly.
Yes.
You're wearing the correct hat for it.
Yeah, buddy, a cunning hat, one might say.
What are your feelings? So they are remaking or they're kind of reinstituting a show into the world that's going to take place between the 2002 series and the 2005 movie.
Yes.
So that way they can keep Wash. Ron Glass, of course, passed away, so Book is going to be voiced by somebody else. But everybody's coming back for it.
Yep, we're getting everybody, buddy.
Now let's pretend that this is actually going to go through and not get canceled.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't get canceled, but
dude, I feel like it could already be canceled by now. We have been burned so bad between all of the things that have hit us as millennials, through all the crises, through all the crap, through all the government shutdowns, through all the stock market crashes and the market destruction, and this great recession. You can't hurt us anymore. All right. You've done everything in the real world you can possibly do to us. If you flaunt a Firefly reboot continuation with the original cast, with a great story in animation, which means you can get away with more and kind of do more. There's a little more creative license allowance, and this gets taken away. I don't know how much more I can take, bro. I may just have to cash it in, sell every poster and comic book I own, just be done with it and be like, that's it. I'm out of the entertainment game. Forever.
Welcome back to the Scene Snobs, where we talk about woodworking.
Yeah. I would absolutely be like, that sounds really good. Would you like to make a bird house with me?
I built this shelf. Oops.
Looks good to me.
Oh man, that would be the most boring hour ever. See the grooves? You see the grooves? You have to go with the grooves.
This is called yep. This is perfect. Look at this. It's nice. See the grain? See the way this grain? Now we're gonna stain it.
We quit entertainment and we become a bird watching podcast.
I'm in. I'm absolutely in.
Don't knock bird watching. It's amazing. Not but like world.
Bird watching is pretty solid.
It's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it with my son. But to talk about it, I don't have enough to talk about. So like, I feel like if we did a bird watching podcast, it'd be like, all right, we saw some birds. Here are the birds we saw this week. I saw a downy woodpecker. Loved black and white features of the woodpecker. Saw American robin. That's nothing new. American robins are everywhere. And then like we get flooded with like some sort of like terrible bomb that kills all of the birds, and it's like, all right, that was the last episode of our podcast.
Guess we can't watch those anymore. There's no more birds.
We're just gonna go to
But here's the thing though, it wouldn't be terribly boring because it's you saying that followed up with me going, and yes, those robins are the ones who come here in late June, who have arrived to set up a new home and create new babies. Here we'll watch this beautiful red-breasted male. Notice how he approaches the female and how he gets all up on that business. You'll see him now beginning to flap his tail feathers, trying to make her move hers.
I saw a fucking peacock the other day. you go like real cool about it. And then I'm just like, yeah, so fucking red robin. There's no such thing. Well, then, what did they teach me in school? It's funny because there is no Red Robin. There's it's
no Red
an
Robin.
American Robin.
It's the American Robin, the red-breasted American Robin.
Same thing.
Yeah. See, there you go. Look at you. All right, buddy.
I'm learning,
All
dude.
right, buddy.
That Merlin app helps me, because it senses all the sounds and then tells you what they are. Oh man, I found some good ones. I saw blue heron the other day. Oh god, this is turning into a bird watching.
I saw one of those the other day as well. They were fantastic. It was actually fully splayed out. He decided to take off. He took a little running start, which is funny because I don't know if you're familiar with those legs, but the way they're built on a double hinge is that.
So I feel like bird watching completely acceptable sport, not sport, but like hobby, right?
Endeavor, sure.
Endeavor, yeah. It is. I enjoy it. I would even call it a hobby.
Well, it is, and it's also a nice way to meditate because you're just hanging with nature.
What's a hobby like bird watching that's not okay? I mean, girl watching would be one. I mean, like, let's not go to the dark places, like nothing with kids or anything. That's
no. I'm saying if you're like, I mean, I don't know, a bad hobby would be like anything you spend way too much money on and get nothing back from. Like maybe if you're like a strip club regular.
I have a pair of mesh shorts. We can go.
Yeah, we check it out. I think I've got some gray sweatpants, so I could be on my best behavior.
God, why are you all wet? I spilled a drink. Shut up and
Don't
go away.
Don't worry about it. Just running out.
What are you, 17?
No.
Yeah. That's where that joke comes from.
Trying to think what else. What else is a like a what is an unacceptable one? Because I mean, using a telescope and looking at space is awesome.
Binoculars staring in girls' windows.
But anything that's going to violate a person's general comfort or rights or ability to just live their lives, yeah, that's an issue. That's stalking. I'm telling you, it's not.
Wait a minute. I'm not on the side of it.
Is it okay to be a bird stalker? And yet, are we endorsing
now you're
bird
throwing
stalking?
me for a loop. Am I allowed to look at these birds?
I don't know. Depends on what they're doing. Not in their nests. Like if they're out just flying around, I guess that's fine, but no nest watching.
You know what would be a terrible hobby? Is trying to find out if mermaids are real.
Well, yeah, you gotta spend a lot of money. That's scuba equipment.
No, you don't. Think about it. You just
what,
have to
a one-time jump?
You have to keep pushing people into the water, and if it doesn't work, it's not. They're not a mermaid.
You've just got like a book of incantations. Like, all right, Mary, you're gonna be this one, and then you read it. Book fall didn't work. Jan, come here. Jan, come here. Read this one. Nope, didn't work. Hey, Mark, come here. Here, eat this.
Yeah. This isn't just women getting pushed off a boat.
No,
I'll push men off too. There's mer
people. Yeah,
mer people. We got to be equal opportunity. And then we get to the final countdown, and I'm like, "Am I a mermaid?
Am I the whole time?"
And then I jump off. Call of Cthulhu.
I was touched beyond the deep.
Oh my god, dude! I think I'm developing because of AI. What is it called? Thalassophobia or whatever it is. The fear of the ocean, like giant shit coming out of the ocean.
Yeah,
and which is
a fun one.
Not really, because like Godzilla is like one of my favorite things on the planet. And I don't want to lose sight of watching those movies.
Well, you don't have to. Look, here's the joy and the beauty of something like that happening. If it happens, you won't know because you won't care anymore because it'll have happened.
I don't know, man.
You are not going to be lucky enough to be riding his head up, bro. I hate to tell you.
No.
And those spines are going to shred you to pieces. You're dead. You're dead.
I want that. If giant monsters from the deep are real, I'm fine with going.
I'm afraid of medium-sized monsters in the depth because then I feel like I could fight them and I'd probably just get ripped to shreds. I may win, but nobody wins. We're both dead. You know what I mean? Because I'm in their zone, buddy. That's why I don't like the ocean. Like, I'm cool if I'm on a boat in the ocean because I'm like, even footing. But when I'm in the ocean, I have a legit, I know when I'm at my chest. You know what I mean? When I'm in the ocean, I am aware that water is up to my chest. And I'm like, yep,
could you imagine being up to your chest and all of a sudden just like not far away, a head pops up? And I'm not talking about a small head.
There's always heads popping up. We don't see them all.
It's just this giant head with eyes staring at me, and it keeps going.
Yeah,
I
just
don't-
coming at you, doing the.
I don't want
Full
anything
eyes,
that big or too small. You know,
Okay.
like I'm scared of like
Like a penis fish. Like, oh,
I mean, it depends on where it swims.
can it go up your urethra? Because that would not be cool.
Oh wait, shit! Is that what they do?
Yes, they
I got
swim inside your
enough wrong with-
penis.
I got enough wrong with my kidneys.
So that's why you don't pee, because when you're peeing, you open your urethra.
Wait, pee
and
where?
In the water.
Which water? There's penis fish everywhere.
No, South America, tropical
all right.
climates. Yeah, these are tropical climates. If you're going to Lake Havasu in Phoenix, maybe don't piss in the water, because
Oh my
if you
God,
do
really?
that when you're like in the water and you pee, it opens your urethra, and the warmth is what they go towards. They smell your pee and they're like, woohoo, and they
This-
get all up in there. And then their spines are such that you can't retract them because it gets stuck.
Oh
in
no,
there.
I don't care about that. I've passed enough kidney stones in my life that I'm pretty sure if I told that thing to get the fuck out, it would just fall out. like my dick was big before the staghorn.
That's fair. Yeah.
How wide do you think it is now?
Um,
You could drive a fucking Oldsmobile through it. I have a garage and it's called my dick.
Just imagine. I'm sorry. Where am I supposed to be parking? Is this the penis I'm supposed to be inside? Hello.
I have a confession to make. I would not survive that. And the confession is to anybody's pool who I've ever been in.
Mhm.
I've peed in every pool I have ever been in.
Did you just break man code and tell everyone what
I don't give a
everyone
fuck
knows?
about man. Look at man code right now.
Everyone knows that.
I will.
Everyone does that.
I have peed. So if you've seen me in the
Mhm.
vicinity of water and it wasn't a tub, I don't pee in the tub. That's fucking weird.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. Shower now. But
Hey, now you can't get clean in a dirty space. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't
No,
get clean in a dirty
agreed.
space.
Agreed. I'm kidding about that. I was going a little far with it. But pools and
Mm-hmm.
oceans and lakes definitely have my urine in them.
1000%.
Anyone I've ever been in.
Absolutely.
I've peed on both oceans. In both oceans.
There you go.
Multiple times, one more than the other because I grew up there, but the
Fair.
other one too. I don't care. I prefer to pee in water. So now that you tell me about the penis fish,
Mhm.
I prefer not to pee in the water in South America. I'm never
Yeah.
going swimming in South America.
That's probably your best bet.
If you want to cause me harm or pain, take me to South America. Push me into a pool
Yeah.
or a lake or wherever has these things, and I will 100% get one.
That's gonna happen.
Because I will not pee. Although I will say this about the penis fish, it might have to fight a kidney stone.
There's maybe
I
not
might
as much
fight
room as
back
they
with
think.
I'm throwing stones at him like I'm fucking Fezzik from The Princess Bride. I didn't have to miss. And the penis fish is just like, I believe you.
100%. Anybody want a peanut?
Anybody want a peanut? Oh my god. Yeah, no, dude, I can't. Now
But I get
Greenville-
little ones. When you're saying little, are you talking about like viral stuff and bacterial level?
like my stones?
No. When you're talking about things you're afraid of, really big things,
Oh no.
and then like
worse. This is gonna be terrible. This is
germs?
so stupid. No. I'm not. Listen, I'm poor. I grew up
Okay.
poor. Germs mean nothing to me. We
Yeah.
all live in it.
Yeah.
We all gained our immunities from being poor. The
mold
rich
is something to
don't
be
fucking-
scraped off.
That's why the rich one is dead so bad. Is because they're like, oh, I couldn't deal with the germs. We didn't have them at the racket club. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But whatever.
It's
I don't know.
amazing. I hope it is. Do you mean
My-
tennis? Do you know how many people that are listening are just like a racket club? What in the world is a racket club?
They were real.
Fancy people. That's what they call tennis.
I have a racquetball right here. It's great for your back.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And just to bounce around. But no, but when you go to and I swear to God, I did not think of that when I said racket. I really thought like racket clubs are it's like pickleball. There you go.
Pickleball. Yeah.
Pickleball is the new racket club.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are just
'Cause-
weird. You need
Because people
stupid
want to
shit.
be younger and active and feel younger because we didn't. Well, back in those days, though, when our parents hit their 40s, actually, no, when our grandparents hit their 40s, that era and generation, man, they were old. They were old
Yeah.
people. They were old.
I feel like pickleball, I'm not saying the sport is bad or anything. I'm not like, because I don't know enough about it and I don't want to put down the actual sport.
Yeah.
But I feel like it only speaks to people who are too lazy to be good at tennis, or people who are too stupid to be good at ping pong.
Okay, I'm gonna say from my heart, my soul, as someone who plays pickleball, you are correct.
All right, 100%.
Because
there you go.
I in no way have access to or ease of playing tennis with anyone else, so I'm not going to do that. And it's wiffle ball. It's a wiffle ball that you're just smacking around with a paddle. That's essentially a racket paddle. So if you think people who don't want to be, it's too lazy to do racquetball and too old to do tennis because tennis is a bigger court. So you cut the court in half and then you go half the speed of racquetball. That's your game, baby.
I'll play tennis with you, but you have to hit it to me each time.
I had no guarantee.
Well, then I'm out.
Because here's the thing. I would try. But after about the fourth time, and anyone who's ever tried to play tennis with me, teach me tennis, they all will attest this. After about the fourth time, I feel like I'm Andre Agassi. And of course, I should be able to hit the ball like this and immediately get frustrated that I can't.
It would be funny because you would be hitting it to me and I'm like hitting it back to you. And we'd have like onlookers come up and be like, wow, this is a great game. And then you'd be like, oh, really? Watch this. And then like you'd hit it like a little bit off to the side. And I throw my racket down like McEnroe. And I'm like, you piece of shit. We were playing a game here.
And that's what I love about pickleball, because it's that. But I'm playing it with my daughter. So as a dad, we must somewhere within our hearts and souls defeat our children. There's a weird pride thing that it's for no reason. I let River win all the time. But when we get into certain activities, pickleball is one of them. I'm like, oh, I have to beat you. Like, I have to win. And then she gets mad when she's not hitting it right, and I get frustrated. It just turns into this thing. And I'm watching my child do what I do when I get frustrated, and I'm like, oh, you poor thing. Oh, life is going to be hard if we don't nip this in the bud.
Listen, I can't. I have two sons. At least you have a daughter who loves you. I have two sons who want to compete with me about everything. And like they're in all types of sports. And I was playing basketball with Tommy one day, and I'm like, I'm not losing. I can't lose. My knees don't work. I have a wound on my leg. My feet have neuropathy that has destroyed any type of feeling other than intense pain at all times. And not to mention my back, my shoulders, my everything else.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not losing. Oh, and I'm super fat. So I'm not losing to my child. And we were playing one night, and he was like, we'll play to 3 or whatever. And we're playing. Not letting him. I'm not doing it. He's running into me. He's hitting me. He's elbowing me. I'm like, whatever. And then like I score 2. I'm going to get my 3rd. I'm coming down. He's like on 2. Like it's game point. And like he comes down and he hits me in the arm and knocks the ball out because I didn't call any fouls. I go foul, and he's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you hit my arm, man. Hit my arm. I need that foul. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. I will lose to him as he gets older. I do not believe that a father needs to beat their children in any way, first of all.
Ever. Yeah.
In any way, but especially in a competitive nature of a sport. I feel like you have to set a bar. I feel as fathers, you are, for everything that they're going to go through in their life, you are like almost the first level boss they have to get through.
Yeah. And
like something like losing a sport, to me, they might lose it the first time, the second time, the third time, whatever, and work for it. And when I see they're really getting better, that's when I'm like, okay, they're going to win, and I'm not going to do anything to take that away from them. But I feel like when it's like stepping into anything for the first time, you got to let the first level, but you've got to be okay with losing to the first level boss so you can get better.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, because that's essentially what it is. You are their bad guy. You are the thing they have to overcome. You're the first in line who is always around. I beat River in video games and playing soccer and all kinds of different things. But then there's also the joint stuff you can do, like we throw the lacrosse ball. Well, we do that together. We're not shooting at each other, doing anything crazy. Just going out for a throw. But sometimes when she gets competitive, she likes to show her ass a little. You know, she likes to, I'm fine with losing, and I try to teach her how to be a decent loser. It's her shitty winning that bugs me.
But
so when it's the crappy winning that hits, that's when I'm like, oh, now I'm going to show you. Because now
that's the thing. That's how I taught it.
Mm-hmm.
When I lose to them, I show them the way a winner. I show them the way a winner should look, not tell them. So like I go up to them, shake their hand, and say, "Hey, you did great.
Yeah,
built yourself up. You've worked hard. You're doing it. You beat me fair and square. I'm proud of you. And now when we play, it's just going to be fun, right?" And then the next thing will be the competitive, and then you got to do that. So like the losing to your first boss. So like, but that's the thing for me. It's almost like Johnny from the Karate Kid when he lost and he was like, "You're all right in my book, Larissa." Granted, throwaway line, doesn't really fucking work, but you wanted to hear that. You wanted to hear like these two that have been bitterly fighting the whole time. It's been a huge competition in their lives, came together, and it's cool now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to give them, because they're going to be out there one day. They're going to be big. They're going to be competitive, and I want them to be gracious fucking winners. Like
I think you and I have also sat them down and made them watch all of the movies, and we will continue to instill all the movies and the characters we love that embody the best parts of humans and what we think that is and how to be best. So our kids are kind of getting a leg up. You and I had to watch everything. We just got stuck watching everything, and they weren't all winners. Look, I tried to be Ash Williams for a little bit. That was not a good road. All right, it was a short road.
The way you want to go.
No, it was a short road, and I'm glad it was. I learned some lessons.
I'm gonna kill some deadites. That's an 80-year-old woman. Leave her alone. Stop running.
I would say more than like, hail to the king, baby. With that attitude, and I didn't try to like choke old ladies or kill anyone with a chainsaw. That'd be problematic.
No. I come over and Casey's like, gotta do it. It's
yeah,
like,
just like, why are you gonna cut off your hand? I'm not gonna cut. It's inside of me.
But I'm glad we're having this discussion, because there's a lot of people who are like, I bet they were. That's how you be like that. The John Wayne followers who are like,
right.
Yeah, you gotta be a real man fighting wars and stuff. I'm like, yeah, good luck.
Like Kurt Russell and Big Trouble in Little China.
The
pure hubris and the absolute disconnect from what is actually happening around you, because you just think you've got the bravado and the swagger. So,
but he's also like, dude's a man. He straight up is a man. He like old school sort of principles type man, which I can respect. He looked up to the Elvises, the John Waynes, the things like that. But when you hear him talk about them, he's admiring their characters. Yeah. Not the humans. But he also had good interactions with people like that. So I get it. But my thing with it is he turned it around. He's a father that's always there and cares about his kids. And a great stepfather too.
Oh, yeah.
To come in and like the fact that they all love each other so much. He dotes over his wife. Like manosphere. Let's talk for a sec. If you want to be like a man, be like Kurt. Now, Kurt Russell's a conservative. Yeah. Not Trump or anything. He's a conservative.
No, nothing wrong with being conservative. I was conservative.
I disagree, but I sort of that's a whole different topic. But
we don't need to go there.
He's a conservative, but he's a principled human being.
Yes.
But he loves, he shows love, he shows emotion, he shows, he doesn't mind being funny. And that's 60, 70 years worth of just like being in the limelight that we know that.
Yeah.
So like, when you watch these guys who are just like, no, girls should do this and they should do that. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, first of all, you don't know anything. You don't even know what the inside of a vagina feels like. But
more importantly, they don't know what the inside of the brain looks like. Did you just struggle with like how to actually think and be considerate and be thoughtful, and this whole lack of empathy means you're strong, and don't show kindness. Kindness is weakness. It's like, please. I love when people mistake my kindness for weakness, because then I gun for them. I'm like, oh, I'll get you. But the best part is I slow play, baby. I don't need to be in a hurry. Things will happen. They will play
what are you
out.
Slow playing? What are you slow playing?
Becoming David Lopan, but let's not worry about that. That's a whole demon deal. All right. That's a different thing. It just takes time.
I need a girl with green eyes.
Aha, green eyes. That's too.
Oh my God, Lopan. I love that man. we just give him some fucking credit, James Tong, for a few minutes?
Dude, James Hogg deserves a lot of love, man. He's been fantastic. Yeah,
like legit, like always showing up. But to your point, did you see the Manosphere documentary?
No.
I'd say check it out, especially as a father of a young lady coming into the world. It's so funny because the guy reminds me of you. Louis Theroux, the guy who did the documentary.
Okay.
Not the Manosphere guys.
I was like, holy crap, bud.
No. The Louis Theroux guy, like the way he talks and stuff, he has like sort of a soft-spoken manner about him, but he also has a confidence and that speaks with authority on the things he knows. So I appreciated that about him. Nice. He's also Justin Theroux's brother.
Well, I figured Theroux's not a common name, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it's not one that you throw away.
It doesn't just get thrown around.
I'm gonna throw over my. No.
I'm throwing it back to you.
Fuck you. You always have to get the last one. I'm like this. You know what it is? I abandoned it. It's like this sounds stupid. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
and I shouldn't do that.
Nope, you gotta commit.
You gotta commit. Commit to the bit.
Gotta commit, man. If you don't commit to the bit, what are you doing? You're wasting all our time. That's
100%, dude.
You're making half a joke, and you know what half a joke is? A bad story. That's
true. That's true. So I wanted to talk about the main topic tonight, which is what are audiences craving from cinema right now? Even TV, like we can mix it up and put it both in, but we've been having a lot of these discussions lately, and I've been revisiting a lot of things that have come out in the last like 15 years or so. Stuff that I feel like I didn't maybe give a fair chance, and a lot of it's original stuff too, which I really appreciate, or like biopics and stuff that you wouldn't see based on certain books. None of the I think we were too focused these last 20 years on superhero stuff.
Well, I mean, that was the primary. When you spend that much money, when that much money is generated, when it's multi-generational, when you have entire swaths of 30-year-olds who suddenly have a boatload of money and careers, and they're being given what they've wanted, what they grew up with is, being ostracized, and now that's being coveted and loved. Of course, that's going to blow up.
Yeah.
That was the natural course of it. I think we played it out. Yeah. And, we haven't longed for Shakespeare. We haven't longed for epics. If we have, they're here and there. Dune is great. Dune is the cinema. And I'm not saying Dune like we want more sci-fi. I always want more sci-fi. Well, that's just me. I think we're at a point where we don't want any more trash.
I agree.
I think we want a lot more quality. I think people are being a lot more mindful of that. Because everything costs more money now, I think people are tired of being told the same story 15 different ways. I think people want a new version of the story, twist the story. People want to see what the big change is. I think we don't want as many, I didn't see that coming moments, the gotcha moments. I feel like on the whole, we're kind of past being gotcha'd because our real world is gotcha.
Everybody's sort of gotten on that train where it's like, we have to get you. We have to do this. And back for it. And like, honestly, I've always said, even if it was to myself, no, I've said it on a show before, but reality TV killed this generation just destroyed whatever this country was. And now do I solely blame reality TV? It gets a large percentage of the blame. Now, of course, there's bad actors in this. Like most of our fucking administration right now is reality TV stars. So it says something. It says who we've come to trust. And the weird part is reality TV deals in nothing more based in morality. There's no conscience to them. It really is a dog eat dog, like who can get over on who type of setting in every single reality show. There has to be turmoil, and it's always scripted to be that way. Like it drives me nuts that people actually think it's reality in some instances, but in no way, shape, or form is it. And it's rotted our brains to the point where I don't think we were accepting of good art.
No, we were being scratched with a dopamine hit of voyeurism because it was automatically by engaging in reality TV. It's already us getting into a window into someone's life without having to be there and risk stalking charges or trespassing issues. So yes, that's what it is. It's a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
and it scratched an itch. I mean, Biggest Loser was a huge show for freaking 10 years. It was a massive show on NBC primetime. You know what I mean? Like this, people love watching Dancing with the Stars. All right, we want to see ballroom dancing. Apparently, that's a thing that will never end because we want to see our actors and actresses do weird stuff and do crazy stuff. That's why The Traitors has been taken off and become such a runaway hit. Like those shows still exist. The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I mean, of course, we want to watch other people dating and failing at dating. I think more importantly, I don't think it's
The Bachelorette.
Well, good because she was awful.
Yeah, because she was beating her husband or something.
Yeah, it was terrible. The video was awful.
I didn't see. I can't. Like, I was never able to really bring myself to watch reality TV because it was, me. Like, I love stories.
Yeah, that's the thing is we're not getting stories, and now people want stories, but I don't think they want the level of story anymore. We're in a weird flux. Like, what kind of story do we want? Like, I'm such a horror mode that I get horror is where I want to go, but I don't see any great dramas coming out,
Well, yeah, I think more and more lately, I would say 2020 was a big deal, a big sort of turnover because everybody got into that Tiger King. And to me, it looked like the pattern looked like it was switching. The Tiger King, if anything, made people more ugly in 2020 in terms of like everything going on, what we're dealing with, and we're watching the Tiger King and becoming disgusting. I think people are craving stories now because you're seeing such a backlash of like how Netflix writes their shows where they don't want first acts and they want to repeat what's going on every 10 seconds. People don't like that. And I think now they're starting to see that for a long time, our art, so to speak, or just the things, our entertainment that was being put out there was that. I think about the world as it is now, like, podcast being a completely new industry in that realm right now. Like, podcast has been around forever, for a long time, but like for the past 5 or 6 years, it's blown up immeasurably. We know that. So, and there's too much of it. It became like the new reality TV because influencers became the new reality stars.
Right. Exactly. It was the new level of reality moving to your phone of being actually real. And yet, even that reality is not always reality. Over 80% of them are all lying about it, making shit up. It's trash. But we love our trash. And it's easy and accessible is another big thing. It's one click away as opposed to, wait, I have to go to this different site, create a new account, do this so that I can support maybe a small film. Or maybe support some local stuff that's going to be on a live stream. It's not as easy to get to. So that's part of that. That's why cinema is struggling, is because it's not as easy to get to. It costs more now. Everything else costs more as well. So it has moved back into that realm of, I can't stick with my once a month movie because even that costs too much now.
Well, how do you feel about what Ryan Gosling said the other day? He said that it's not our job as the audience to save the movies. It's their job to create things to go to the movies for.
Correct.
And I love that because I do think that if you, as a film fan, and this is a personal feeling because I never want to see the cinema go away. I always need this to exist. The cinema saved my life as a child. Like being able to escape what I was growing up in was so nice, and it was so and I'm not just talking about watching movies, I'm talking about actually going to the theater. It was such a monumental thing in my life that to hear like them suffering, I personally want to like, everybody come on, we got to get out there. Plus also the idea which is gone is like, as much as people are like, it's going to see a movie that's not very communal, it was.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Outside and talked about the movies.
Yeah, and it was such a great moment.
Well, let me finish. Sorry. Because I was going to add to that. I think my biggest issue was for a long time those movies weren't worth talking about when you got out, and I think that's what I want to get back to. And like last year's set of movies, 2025 was one of the best years of movies in a long time, in my opinion. And having watched so many movies just in 2026 so far, I'm seeing a lot of really great stuff come out too. And to finish this off, just to say, like, I'm hoping we're getting to a point where there's pushback. And because we're in such chaotic turmoil times, like the 60s, if you think about it, things like that, 50s, we are we strive for art. We strive for art that represents us. So I'm hoping that's where we're going here, but we need more people to step up and stop being stupid about it. Sorry, I do want to hear what you have to say though.
No. I was going to say, well, you made some awesome points. So I got a couple pieces real quick. Number one, sharing movies with other people is kind of a love language for me. That's something where you get to know someone, get to talk to someone, get to understand their points of view. It makes us have deeper conversation on different levels. And sometimes those conversations are more difficult to kick off. And yet with the movies, I've always been able to find my people through that. And it was through the talk about it before, hang out afterwards. There was those conversations. And you're right. There was an era where all of a sudden there were like 5 years where it's like I'd leave the movie theater and be like, okay, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Yeah. Like it wasn't really worth sitting around much afterwards.
I hear working in this and doing, working with other film critics and such. Like for me, I hear a lot of younger Gen Z era and younger talking about like, I don't really watch old movies. I'm just not into it. And a lot of people get mad about that. Mm-hmm. And the film lover in me kind of is like, come on.
It hurts.
Like I'm trying to preserve these movies, but that's why I do what I do with those classic film reviews and Does It Sucks and stuff, is because it's like, if anybody who's younger is coming in and trying to look for movies, maybe this, like, it's not a cynical thing that I do. Like I'd never try to review with like a cynicism. I'm trying to come from a place of like, I may not have liked this, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate that. Here's why. My problem with, people complaining about younger generations not wanting to go back is we haven't given them a reason. They're burned out by the stuff that's coming out. They're seeing brain rot constantly in the mainstream. Mm-hmm. So like last year, but Sinners did really well, and I'm talking about like after theaters and then word of mouth and stuff. And Sinners is so beloved. Why? Is it the most original story? No. But it is an original story. It has original flair to it. It has a genuineness to it. That oh shit! That
no,
big.
God.
I knocked the thing off my desk. I'm so passionate about this.
I can feel it.
I need it right now. No,
I'm so excited.
I'm like Harambe, and you be the boy, and I'll just drag you around. We'll talk about
Dicks out.
That's our Halloween costume.
Oh,
no. Oh, all right, Harambe. But I think we were just. I think if we can create good art in terms of cinema, I'm just going to talk about cinema for a second, but not get into the weeds of music and all that other stuff. If we can really create good art in this, that people are going to want to try and understand. Media literacy will go up. I do believe that. I do believe people will want to understand more. I believe AI usage to create movies will go down. Mm-hmm. And I believe that younger generations, if they get good original work now, will go back and try to revisit stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you now, if you're young and you want to revisit, start in the 70s or the 90s. Don't start in the 80s.
No, start with Gator.
Why?
Because that is the moment that not only the hillbillies rose to power, but we get to see Burt Reynolds, mustacheless, be one of the most manliest men in the 70s that you could imagine. And he's very comfortable with a lot of things that people have gotten to be. You know what I mean? That dude was comfortable with some stuff back in the day. That it's funny how hardcore conservatives nowadays would be like, that's terrible. I don't act like that. And it's like, really? Because you base kind of your ideals off a dude who did Gator.
I feel like everyone in the 70s, Casey,
everybody
was bisexual, but a lot of people were Catholic, so they've hit it.
100%.
Dude, everyone seemed like they were ready to fuck.
And everyone was down to clown in the 70s. And in the 80s, most of the people couldn't because it was too much blow and their penises wouldn't work. And then in the 90s, we created Viagra so you could have blow and a hard-on. And it was just game on, baby. And that was... Listen. Whatever works. Whatever gets it there. It just don't be Michael J. Fox and Bright Lights, Big City. Ooh, baby.
It's just cocaine all day, every day.
But I completely agree with you. It is very much so that we want art. There's a new era of people coming out. And also us folk who got our superheroes also are getting our fan service. We're getting a lot of the things we love. I've gotten a new wave of Star Trek in that I've been able to share with my daughter, which is awesome. We're going to have new Firefly come out. We're going to have Well, we almost had new Buffy, and I guarantee that sucker's going to find a landing place somewhere because there's no way Hulu's going to hold on to it. Hulu will let it go. They've got to.
Yeah, eventually they will. But for me, yes, I agree with you. I think that people are gonna really crave it, just new art and such. And speaking from a cinema standpoint, again, well, first off, going to the music real quick, I think the artists, even if they're like this now, the more they move away from the more they move away from something like Taylor Swift, Jonas Brothers, BTS, things like that. Like
Selena Gomez?
No, I mean, she's more into acting now. Like she was like a Taylor Swift type, and I don't care what she does. But I'm saying like if like a Sabrina Carpenter or whatever, you reminded me of her when. Oh wait, Sabrina. Oh, what's her name? Is it Sabrina?
Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah,
Sabrina Carpenter,
the one who does espresso.
I like that song. That song's cute.
I know
it's like she sings adorably. It's funny.
Right. I just bebop along. I'm like, yeah.
It's so weird because when you listen to the music, you're like, that's like a cute song.
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't feel like shitty. And then like you watch the video and you're like, what are you trying to be right now? What is happening? This is over sexualized. And nothing against her. Like if that's your gimmick.
And that's the funny thing with the over sexualization because everyone's done it. I mean, Britney Spears did it, Christina Aguilera did it. I mean, let's just go down the list. Selena Gomez.
Let's not blame the women. Like I feel like that was thrust upon them in like planning and such. Like
in some cases, yes, that's the way they were guided and kind of career focused that way to easily get that market. But at the same token, it's because the market's fucking easy because we're easy marks, and also women at that age. There's a point of growing into your feminism womanhood where you want to just say, fuck it. I don't care if you're looking at me or not. I'm doing this for me. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel good. And I think they should be allowed to do that. And, just appreciate it and carry on.
Well, I see, to me, it's like, I think they're going to be the ones that go on and have very long careers if they get away from that Taylor Swift style of pop.
I think most of them do.
Especially in today's world, like we're talking about that we don't want that reality.
Yeah.
That polished sound of like the early the 2000s until today, I don't think it's attached to as much.
No, I think we're getting back to some grungy, grimy, gritty kind of, and that's sort of the cycle of the progress of what happens with humanity. We're reaching that point where Woody Guthrie's coming back around because, it's post World War II and the beatnik movement, all that sort of feeling and that, all right, we're coming back out of something bad. Let's lift ourselves up into the joy of the 60s and then, the Vietnam War. And then, the 70s is the 80s really bringing ourselves back up out of that 70s terrible drama of the Vietnam War. And then we just keep doing it, man. This is our low point. It's going to get a little lower, guys. It's going to be a little worse. We're going to have to struggle with a few things and then we're going to get a little better and it's going to come out better. And it's going to, I
hope we get a lot better. So, I hope we change that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, you know what? This generation is going to change everything.
This is gonna be the summer that everything's different. This is the year I turn pretty. I can't wait.
You're a girl dad, so I know you've seen that. I have not watched that.
Yeah. Made a lot of compromises in my life. Not really. You know me. I love it all. The fact that I get to share stuff with her is awesome. And we're in that weird like balancing middle ground point where it's also like you're not ready for some of these things. Like I thought Scrubs maybe would be okay. Scrubs is way more sexual than I remember. Like going back from the beginning out the gate. Like out the gate. And I was like, yeah. And now I'm like in season 6 now. And I'm just loving it. And the new season, a new series of Scrubs. Brilliant. They're carrying over the heart and the maturity and the growth, and we're getting all of the things from the places we were at. And it's cool to see. And it's weird because I remember watching this show at that age versus now being this age and traveling along the characters and growing like that. And it's like, getting all this stupid.
Yeah, I my parenting style has come to, I try to get into what they're into.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
because I know we're going to connect. So like with the bird watching, like right now, Jack's really into the bird watching. He wants to be a zoologist. So like we're getting really into animals, bird watching, all that stuff. And then like Tommy in the basketball, he's into collecting cards. He's into that 14-year-old level of stuff. Like we watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, things like that, which to me are shows that like there are certain new age shows now that I think really work because they are more woke if the right way, and it helps because they're also showing us not perplexed, but complex heroes in a way where they're maybe they're a little more sensitive here. Like JD was sensitive, but his sensitivity was very problematic.
Well, yeah, that was the funny thing is there is a lot of problematic stuff from back in those days, and I don't even think woke's a proper term anymore. It's just honest.
Oh yeah, no,
just less bullshit.
I use it as a way of like, I use it the black way, and I'm not trying to say that in a way that's it makes it racial, but like black people made that term.
Yes, absolutely,
and it meant something, and it was co-opted by white people. And so when I say like actual woke, I'm like not what like Britney's doing. You know what I mean? Like Britney, typing on her computer or on her TikTok. Yeah. Like, can you believe the coffee costeth much for white girl? Like it's like, shut up. All right. That's not what I'm talking about. But like,
no, I get it. It's the actual, you are awake to the system around you, to the way things actually function, how our government actually functions, what has happened over the years that have propelled us to be societally where we are and who's been held back versus who gets things pushed forward for them. I get it.
Yeah, I could go on and on about how that's not possible. That's not happening. But with them, like I try to like show them things. So like instead of showing them, I will show them Scrubs because I think Scrubs has a lot of great qualities.
Oh yeah, no, it needs to be watched, but definitely 16, 17.
Yeah, like older and being able to say like what JD is doing here, that's not good. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't pine after women like that. Don't do this stuff. Like it's a problem. That's why like I've taken to like Ted Lasso and I showed Tommy because I thought that was like that idea of like how you connect with men.
Yes.
Especially in a locker room setting. They actually put it in a locker room where like they're like building each other up rather than tearing things down or tearing women down, and like they hold each other to account, which I think is a positive masculinity that needs to be shown more.
Well, I think that happens. I think that's not brought up enough. I think that's not put in the spotlight. I think that's not placed as consideration is, men supporting men. Oh, it's okay to do that because immediately I say those words and your head probably did it too. First thing that happened in my brain is it goes gay. You know what I mean?
No,
like that was
mine went straight to gay.
Fair. All right. That's what's up. But
let's go back to the 70s on this one.
That's where we grew up with it. In the 90s, that was the thing for us. And that's kind of that was the way I was raised by even my fathers, so that's the way I was taught was really, man, you don't, that's a little too much. One hug a year is plenty. And it's like,
my family had an intervention and took me out to dinner to convince me I was gay. like it was just one of those things where I'm like, I'm not. Like I wasn't even like trying, but I didn't even have a problem with it. So like I think after
same.
That
like
point,
my dad did the same thing. He was like, "Oh, you're clearly gay," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's obviously what's going on with you." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
but even at the same time, like I think it made me realize it was like, what are we doing here? Like, who cares? Like, who gives a shit? Even if I was gay, why does that bother you? Why do you feel like you have to change me? It really is like I've had plenty of gay friends where, well, I feel like that's a fucking problematic sentence, but I've had plenty of gay friends where
it depends where it goes.
It doesn't fair. Well, that's anything, and I feel like guys are the worst of that. Just like, and I'm not saying gay men aren't guys. I'm saying like, but like those guys,
dudes,
manosphere dudes, like
manosphere dudes.
It's like, what are we doing? Like, why are you so afraid? What's the big deal? You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
That's why. Yeah, that's the other thing. You never have to not do what you want to do. If you're afraid of someone doing something against your will, because in your mind that's something you would do to the opposite sex, and someone doing it to the same sex is terrible, then you're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If that's where you first go to, is, well, I could get assaulted. It's like, why do you assault everyone you like? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm hearing right out the gate.
Yeah,
so,
that's the red flag right there. Is this like second like, ooh, these gay guys touch me. Do you do that? Because like the ones who look like us that are cis white males are the ones that you should be afraid of. The most statistically speaking.
Yeah, I mean that's just numbers, baby.
So it's like, what are you mad about with the gay stuff? Like, who cares?
Yeah. But I don't know that we got crazy with this evening's gambit.
Oh, we went all over the place. So
we're all over the place.
Yeah, let's just fucking abruptly end it. Who cares?
We love you guys.
I will say to you guys, thank you so much for watching and listening, hanging out with us. We are going to be back next week, so make sure you join in. We're taking an unstructured approach right now. I just kind of want to like talk, get back to some things before we get back into the structure of the show. It's been a break and I've needed it, so we'll get into that. But make sure you go back to the channel, subscribe there, because we're gonna have tons of stuff coming up. Casey, you have anything you want to add before we get going?
I just want to say thank you, everybody who's tuned in and listened to us. We appreciate you as always. This was a hoot. It was a good time. I hope you enjoyed us just being unraveled and crazy and wild with all this fun. Remember to please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be kind to everyone.
Yes. Yeah, right there. So, and I will add the same. Thank you guys again. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, follow us at the Scene Snobs all over the place, especially on Letterboxd and Substack, where we do written reviews of everything as well. Thank you guys again. You can support us up on Patreon, join up on the paid tier or the free tier. They're both there. The paid tier helps go back into the whole channel. I have to do the spiel. Thank you to our sponsor, Shenanigans, now on Uber Eats. Go head out to Schenectady and check out Shenanigans. But until next time, like my man said, take care of yourselves. That's important. Be kind. Rewind. And until then, I will talk to you later. Bye.